How are we doing, folks? As you may remember, the last time we left our band of intrepid heroes, the clock was ticking. We were under timer pressure from the Avatar event, so we've had to crack on, and this is another raid, an immediate follow-up to the previous one on a Second Advent facility. Hopefully this is going to push the timer back, and this is the first run out for a newest member of the team, Justine TikTok. If you knew what a timekeeper was like, you'd know why she got that name. So, and also this time out we've got Mr. Sutterdin, a good friend of mine from World of Warcraft, who's now made it into the team. So we've got two don't take it the wrong way, guys, but two members of the B team along with the A team. But don't worry, I'll be real careful with you. I promise I won't get you killed first time out. I'll try not to anyway. Now, I've also, you might have noticed, got plasma weapons now. So all of a sudden, the team of ultimate badasses are actually getting a bit more badass. Starting to live up to their name. And you might have spotted there on the Mr. Kevin the Gerbil that we've got the spider suit on the sniper. So yeah, and that is very, very useful. Any high buildings you can deploy onto them, and it doesn't count as a turn. So when you hit the building, you've managed to move as much as though you'd taken your normal turns moves, but you can still go into long watch, which is very, very useful. It actually makes your sniper far more effective and far more powerful than they would be any other way. So yeah, get your spider suit as soon as you can. I think the upgraded version of it is the Wraith suit, and when you get the option for that, definitely get that as well.
Moving to Overwatch.
Okay, so we've located our first Advent patrol, and officer and a mech. And so we will, no timer on this mission because these Avatar facilities
Roger that.
are fairly difficult missions, so you don't have the added pressure of a timer to fight against. So now spotted a turret as well. We're still concealed, so there's no panic at this point. Let's get everybody into good Overwatch positions and
move.
The other thing I've actually got equipped on the sniper, which you don't see, is I think I've got him a repeater now. So he's got a repeater on that gun. So yeah, he's got a chance of executing targets, which is nice. And I've also, I think on this mission, I think I've got him equipped with armor-piercing ammunition. So I think if I remember correctly off the top of my head, which I probably don't remember correctly off the top of my head, but I'm going to say that the armor-piercing ammo ignores 2 points of armor, which is nice.
Understood. Moving out.
I'm thinking about moving him round to flank them from behind, but then I spot these guys, and I think, do I really want to take on a Codex and 2 Mutons while I'm fighting a turret,
Rolling.
an officer and a mech? And the answer is no. No, I don't want to do that. So we'll just pull him back, and hopefully he's now out of line of sight from that other patrol.
Moving on target location.
Because mutants are nasty. They have a tendency to throw plasma grenades if they see your troops are stacked up. So plasma grenades really hurt. So you don't want to get hit by a plasma grenade. Now what I'm trying to do here, I'm managing to make a complete arse out of, is blow those two guys up and take out the front of the building. But for some reason Sut's deciding, oh, there's a tree in the way, I can't shoot round it. Now there we've got the shot. Now this should blow the front of the building up, take out the turret and knock considerable health off those two, and it doesn't knock much health off those two. It doesn't take out the front, well, it takes out the front of the building, but not the turret. The turret's still just floating there. Usually if you blow the building away, the turret will collapse and be destroyed, but not today.
Did you see that one?
Special gravity defying turret. But don't worry, because plasma rifles. Yes!
Not too shabby.
Get in. Now again, this is another one of my is it better to be lucky or good moments. I decided to go melee this droid. And don't kill him. But don't worry, because Blade Storm. Go on! And he misses. Oh, what? Oh, don't worry. Just into the rescue. Boom! In your face, sucker!
Enemies down.
So I've cut ahead because I'm basically moving everybody up. It takes time and it's boring to watch. I could have cut ahead quite a bit further than this, I think, but anyway, it is what it is. Welcome to my dubious editing skills. In the same league as my dubious gaming skills. I was actually looking at a new game that's in the pipeline from the designer of the developer of Xcom and Xcom2, called Phoenix Point. I don't know if anybody's seen or heard anything about this, whether it's any use, any good, or one to avoid. But I'm seriously tempted to spend a little bit of money on it. If anybody that watches the channel has an experience of Phoenix Point, care to leave something in the comments, advice on whether it's worth investing in or not, I'd very much appreciate it. But yeah, the small teaser I've seen, it looks executed. I told you I put a repeater on that gun. They come in handy from time to time. But yeah, back to Phoenix Point. If anybody has any experience of it, or has bought it, has got in the pre-launch test or anything, if you could leave a message about it in the comments, I'd very much appreciate it. Any kind of information on it would be yeah, helpful. So we've blown his cover weight, we've shredded his armour, we've irritated him. Now let's see what he does. Just aim with an Overwatch. Ooh, just a grazing shot. But don't worry, because Johnny Main has gone and put that guy on his ass.
Target neutralized.
Good shooting, Ginge. Actually, I should say that in more of a British accent, shouldn't I? Really, it should be. I say, good shooting, Ginge.
Good to go.
You can say stuff like that because it isn't racist. Because Gingers aren't a race.
Rolling. Scanning.
I really don't know why we have to go into these buildings and plant X4 charges. I mean, to be honest, by the time we finish with it, we've blown the building halfway to crap anyway.
Moving to position. Menace 1-5, you're near the target position. Scanning.
Like I said in the last video as well, don't be afraid to use your run and gun. If you're too far away from the next piece of cover, especially on these sort of missions, because you can move all the way up and then find yourself facing, you know, like there was around the corner there, a pack of 2 mutons and a codex, and you don't want to be facing a pack of 2 mutons and a codex. Mutons, I don't know how you pronounce it. If you've got no actions left and you're just basically stood there being bullet bait for them, for want of a better term. Is that even a term? Did I just make a new term up? I don't know. Sounds like a thing
Whatever
to
you
me
say.
though, as movie voiceover man might say.
Got it covered. That's affirmative.
If this was a retaliation strike, let's face it, by now Central would have been on berating me for letting so many civilians die. I really need to learn to move my troops up faster when there's nothing around, but I'm cautious. This is not necessarily the best way to play the game, it's just the way I play it.
On the move.
And since you're on my channel watching me play, you get to see how I play it. That's just how it works. Well, the fact of the matter is now, Kevin the Gerbil is doing nothing at the back there, so he's not providing cover for anybody, and he's just going to be a long way away when we decide to extract, so it's time now to move him forwards.
On the move.
Get covering fire out on this gantry. There's usually a patrol around the back of these facilities, so I'm kind of surprised
I'm
that
going.
nothing's turned up so far. I'm acting out of instinct and paranoia. There's a part of me that's screaming, "There's another patrol! There's another patrol!" But so far, there isn't,
Moving to Overwatch.
which is kind of anticlimactic. No comments about that being the story of my life. Thank you.
Heading out. Moving to Overwatch.
So, like I say, being ultra cautious, got everybody up around on Overwatch, and here we go, in with the X4 charges. Central's going to pop up and tell me I've planted my X4 charges.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. X4 charges are armed. Move to the extraction point for immediate evac.
The phrase, "no shit Sherlock," leaps to mind, but there you go. So, and I've got to be honest, I kind of
Copy that.
screw this up in a fairly spectacular fashion. I don't know if you've noticed, but when I move these guys out onto the gantry, it flashed up that there was a turret on the upper roof.
More hostiles inbound.
Now nobody had line of sight on it, so I had no shots on that turret.
Picked up hostile reinforcements inbound on your position.
So I've decided not to bother even trying to engage it. I just figure if none of my troopers are being given a shot at that turret, then that turret isn't going to be given a shot at my troopers. So, see, it's there. You catch a glimpse of it then highlighted through the ceiling. So I figure, stuff it. I don't need to kill it.
Heading to that location.
I'll pull my troops out and you know, live and let live or whatever.
Covering now.
I'm on it.
So I'm concentrating entirely and arguably foolishly on this Advent reinforcements coming in, and I'm getting all my troops up into position on Overwatch.
Come get some.
So that they're ready to unload a world of hurt on these Advent forces when they arrive. Now, that's something else that I will go into in a future mission. As effective as Overwatch is, it's not always the best thing to do with your troops. Sometimes it's useful to just move them up and leave them stood there where they can take a regular shot. Because when you take an Overwatch shot, you lose your aim's slightly compromised. not that you could tell from that one, straight in his face. That's going to leave a scar in the morning, isn't it? But yeah, your Overwatch shots, you take a slight penalty on your aim. And then there's stuff like these Advent bots which don't move. They land and they just go into Overwatch generally. So that basically then ties up all your troops apart from your rangers into position. Unless of course your sniper does that much damage to them and removes their Overwatch. In which case anybody can do anything. Now here, I should have moved him up. Because I could have moved and then I could have shot. But I didn't. And that's where I screwed up. And that's why Sut gets shot. Sorry, Sut.
I need an evac here.
But you know, when we used to play World of Warcraft, you were a tank, so you should be used to getting shot at.
Ready to engage. On Overwatch.
That's me being sympathetic, or as close as he gets. And I kind of don't. I'm not sure why I'm doing this. I should have just got everybody out. That would have been the sensible thing to do. Now, I spotted that turret, and that turret spotted me, and that's not bad for Mr. Main Man. He doesn't have a shot on the turret, so you think it doesn't have a shot on him. So just move him behind the pillar.
I'm on it.
Job's a good one. Everybody's safe, right?
Moving to Overwatch.
Gotta be safe, right? No. It wasn't safe, was it? Sorry, Sut. And again, I do something else here that I'm not sure why I do it. Oh, the sensible thing would have been to just get him to the extraction point. But whether I figure that there must be a bit of XP in this for him, I'm not sure. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was just annoyed at that turret. You know, how the very dare you take a shot at my troops? I have no idea. I've got nothing.
On the move. I'm on it.
So I now have a bit of a not quite sure what I'm thinking moment. I think it's because Sut fired, so he's now stuck there for another go. So I don't want to move everybody else out and leave him here on his own in case a patrol turns up.
No problem,
So I'll
boss.
put everybody else on Overwatch, get Carmen round here and throw a heal on him.
Give him a heal.
And yeah, random. I'm not sure why. Like I said, this is how I play the game. There's probably a much better way.
Menace 1-5, be advised, we've picked up hostile reinforcements inbound on your position.
But you know, I do appreciate you guys taking 20 minutes out of your day to sit and watch my videos.
Whatever you say.
It's kind of flattering, to be honest.
Come get some.
And yeah, and it's very much appreciated.
Come get some.
And also to the people that have taken the time to subscribe, thanks very much for that. Again, very much appreciated.
On Overwatch. Heading out.
Now these Advent troopers, that was the emotional stuff, by the way. I'm not going to get too emotional on the whole thing, but these Advent troopers, I am quite convinced that the pilots of these Advent dropships really resent the Advent troopers.
Moving to Overwatch.
They must be kind of arrogant or something, I don't know, they've got some attitude on them. And the flyboys always seem to just bring them over and drop them right where I've managed to stack everybody on Overwatch. I can't see this ending well for them. On the plus side, it's some free XP for my guys, so yeah, you know, I suppose.
Advent forces sighted.
He seems rather casual about the ambush, doesn't he? Ooh, that's gonna sting. That's gonna leave a scar in the morning.
Target, minimal damage. Target
Oh,
eliminated.
there we go. Worth doing. Somebody got a promotion. And the mech's gone on Overwatch. The mech's always... They're the only bright ones on the aircraft. They always just land and go on Overwatch.
Grenade out.
But again, the problem with this is... I've got troops shooting at him now, which means we're going to be here for another go, because I don't want to pull the rest of my team out and leave just one man or just two men behind. Come on, Gerbil, finish him. Boom! In your face. So that's it. All enemies down.
-15. Status confirmed.
Oh, and I cut the boring bit where I faffed around some more out. So there you go, base blown up. Mission complete. Excellent. One soldier wounded. One soldier. That should have been flawless. That was my major cock-up. And I managed to miss a patrol. So, like I said, there must have been another patrol knocking around at the back of that building. And here we go. Flying home. Happy as anything. Going back for tea and crumpets.
Not a single casualty reported.
Oh, look at Sup.
I hope
What a
all of our
malingerer.
planes go this
Anyone
way.
would think he'd been shot or something. Suck it up, Buttercup. You're supposed to be a badass. And there we go. We'll take medical protocol on Justine, because we've got Carmen as a healer, so now we've got two healers in the group. Not much in the way of loot. And that's it, another video, another setback to the Advent project. Thanks very much, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time.